Hello and welcome to the Boys and Girls Club Science Experiments. For today's experiment, you'll need whole milk or 2% milk, dish soap, a shallow pan or dish, food coloring, Q-tips, and a bowl. There are a couple science facts that you should know before we start this experiment. The first is that soap causes the fats and water within milk to separate and spread, which is why whole milk and 2% milk is the best kind to use for this experiment because it has the highest fat content, so you'll get the best result. Dish soap is made of molecules that have a hydrophilic end and a lipophilic end. A hydrophilic end means that it mixes with and dissolves in water. The lipophilic end doesn't like water, which means that it will repel water or it won't mix with it. Since 2% milk and whole milk have the highest fat content, that means that once the soap mixes with the milk and food coloring mixture, it'll constantly be breaking down the milk into fat and water, and the soap molecules will be trying to attach themselves to the fat molecules from the milk. So the first thing that you're going to want to do is pour milk into the bottom of your shallow pan or dish, just enough to coat the bottom. And then you're going to want to grab your food coloring and drop a few drops in there. It's best to not put too many because if it gets overcrowded, the reaction won't look the same. Once you've added all the food coloring that you want, go ahead and dip your Q-tip into dish soap and you're going to press it into the center of a food coloring dot. You're going to want to press it firmly and twist it from side to side. Here is where you're going to see the fat and water separating in the milk because of the dish soap. The reason why we can see the spreading of the colors is because that's the fats and water separating. Eventually, the dish soap will stop reacting to the milk and food coloring mixture, as you can tell in my video. That's because the milk is already broken down as much as it can be because of the amount of dish soap that's in there. So go ahead and just empty it out, dump it down the sink, it's totally safe, and just come back with a new batch to try again. Okay, so this is my second try, and I'm gonna go ahead and pour the milk into the bottom again, just enough to coat it. And I'm gonna try less food coloring drops. I'm just gonna try maybe 4 or 5 and see if that makes a difference in the reaction. Since there is less food coloring drops, you can see the color spread a lot better in this pan, and you can see that when I touched my Q-tip to that first yellow drop, there was a big hole in the bottom of the pan. That's the dish soap working to separate the fats and the water within the milk. So at that point, all you were seeing was a big blob of water, which is why you were able to see through the bottom of the pan. Thanks so much for watching, and I hope that you guys enjoyed the magic milk experiment. If you have any comments or questions or suggestions for future experiments, feel free to leave a comment below this video or directly message us at our Facebook page.